Virgo. You may be dealing with a Leo. Your energy was coming out heavily in Leo's energy, and it was driving someone crazy. It was driving them crazy. Okay, that craziness started to come out in the part 2 version available on YouTube members or Patreon. And it came out in the part 2 version because somebody was trying to hide this. You know, Leo energy is, you know, how people want to be seen. It's the ego, but you ain't seeing how people feel. You ain't seeing that. That's behind closed doors. Somebody may have a Virgo moon. Somebody may have a Leo moon. But I definitely feel like you may be dealing with a Leo. They have Leo or the 5th house in their chart somewhere up in there. You're driving somebody crazy, and they're trying to hide it. They're trying to hide it, but they're not gonna be able to take it. They can't take it anymore. All right, Virgo, they can't take it no more. Somebody is at their breaking point. Oh, somebody's at their breaking point. They can't take that there. Okay. I would also watch you guys' Crow Calls. That's on YouTube members and or Patreon. That reading got extremely emotional. So much so I was too embarrassed to post it live. And again, I feel like that plays into what someone is going, like this is how someone is feeling. They are like very, very emotional, very, very anxious. Somebody's going crazy. I'm gonna be honest with you. Anywho, let's go ahead and get into it. Aries energy is coming through with the come through. Okay, Aries reading was giving you had bad blood and you solved it, receiving closure. And oh, that's funny. Virgo, your energy came out in Aries reading as well. So you're coming out in Aries and Leo's reading profoundly. Okay, I don't remember if you came out in other people's readings, but Aries and Virgo. Aries, Virgo, and Leo. All right, this is about a new beginning possibly, but I really feel like this is that going crazy type of energy. Okay, Leo energy is exalted, or Aries energy is exalted in Leo. Okay, so yeah, somebody is definitely, it's like they're being forced, like they have to do something about what they're feeling or what they're like. It's their emotions can't take it anymore. Like they can't. All right, so this to me is kind of like it's forcing. This is a force. Aries energy is a force. If somebody is feeling forced to do something, take action. Okay, somebody feels forced to take action. Ace of Wands energy. You may have bad blood with this person. You know, I feel, and there's bad blood because somebody wanted to be a fucking a scientist. They wanted to play with your emotions. They wanted to do things on purpose to get a reaction out of you. And then they were documenting these things like, okay, when I do and say this is how the Virgo reacts, or vice versa. When I do, or if I don't say this or do that, this is how they react. Noted. Like somebody was trying to take notes on you to see, like to try to control you and bring you down. Really to try to control you, try to control the situation, because I feel like you're dealing with somebody who has extreme anxiety issues. They feel they have to be in control. They need things to be in order. They need things to be tangible, you know, on paper. Like somebody is very, very practical. Could be dealing with another earth sign as well. But your energy is triggering them because you are the complete opposite. They look at you as chaos, like that can't be controlled, and they need control. Especially this is Virgo energy. Virgos need control. That's what you guys kind of remind me of Scorpio. We have the 6 of Pentacles here. So again, somebody is feeling like they need to make something right. 6 of Pentacles. Something needs to be reciprocated. Something needs to be balanced. The energy that you were giving was not reciprocated. And so a lot of you guys emotionally detached. That's why I titled Leo's reading Indifference. But then in the part 2 version, somebody wanted to start over, or somebody was kind of like stressed out about a second chance because they didn't think that they were going to be able to come through and get another chance. Again, the Ace of Wands is about a new beginning here, but also Aries energy with the Ace of Wands. This is the 1st house. This is the ascendant, but this is also talking about your consciousness and your temperament, new beginnings, new leadership. Somebody's going to have to come correct, in other words, and coming correct would mean that they're going to have to reciprocate the energy. Yeah. And they are nervous, but they feel extremely drawn to you. Like they can't fight this. Yep, we have the Hierophant try to fall on the floor. Very interesting. Taurus energy. I also get Sagittarius from the Hierophant, but I didn't do Sagittarius's yet. I didn't do Sagittarius' reading yet. So we can only rely on Taurus energy. Taurus energy is the teacher, and Sagittarius is the student. And then those roles reverse. Anyway, Taurus's reading was giving avoiding you're avoiding contradictions, double standards, and something about moving too quickly sexually, which is interesting here as well. So some of you may have dealt with someone who, you know, they're physical, but they don't want to show them emotions here. So they are sexual, but they're not emotional, right? They're not emotionally available, but they are sexually available. And somebody got the short end of the stick because some of you may not have wanted the sex, right? You wanted something emotional and they weren't offering that there. I never understood why people, y'all can lick people's vaginas, suck people's D's, licking ass. You know, everybody's for everybody, everybody's sharing anybody. It's like y'all have no regard going in that way, but trying to open up emotionally to somebody, oh, that's just way too much. That's way, way, way too much. Like you having sex and raw and all that isn't too much. Like, I don't understand. I don't know you. You know me enough to have sex with me, but you don't know me enough to trust. You don't know me enough to love. You don't know me enough to open up. It doesn't make sense. It's the contradictions for me. And the fact that I haven't gotten to Sagittarius's energy yet, but here is the Hierophant, which represents Taurus and Sagittarius. Somebody's going to learn today. In fact, somebody has learned today. Order in the beat court. Yeah, somebody's feeling motivated or driven to commit, to change their contradictory ways and their double standards. You're moving quick sexually, but you ain't moving quick emotionally. Something ain't right there. Something ain't right. Yeah. It's not equal exchange. There's an issue with the feminine and the masculine principles here, and I think I was picking up on that actually in the Crow Call specifically for you, Virgo. You may want to go watch that. In fact, no, it was for Leo's reading. But y'all know energy flows. That's how I read, okay? Everything is interconnected. What happened in Aries influences Taurus and so forth. It just goes down like a domino effect. So let's go ahead and get into this. Yeah, I'm a little hyped. Four of Swords is coming out, so y'all kind of froze the situation. You guys leaned back. That's that indifference with the Four of Swords here. The environment is cold. Some of you may have Capricorn energy, Aquarius energy. Somebody wants you to thaw out. I don't know if you're giving Ice King or Ice Queen vibes here, but you're definitely, yeah, Three of Swords reverse. Very interesting. Yep. No wonder you're avoiding double standards and contradictions, because you already know engaging in that it has dealt in a heartbreak. You've been there and done that. We have the Devil card coming out in the reverse here, the Temptation. But this also reminds me of Adam and Lilith, not Adam and Eve, Adam and Lilith. Okay. Adam tried to dominate Lilith sexually. I mean, in all aspects here, okay? There's mythology playing out, whether y'all get into it or not, I do. All right, there's a story, Sagittarius energy. But interestingly enough, we haven't gotten to the story yet. Somebody's trying to catch up. Somebody tried to sexualize you, or in the vice versa. I really feel like I'm talking to Virgos who may have done this to somebody. Some of y'all may have Juno in Virgo, Jupiter in Virgo, something about the 6th house. You may have these placements. Some of you may have Lilith in Virgo or in the 6th house. Some of you may have a Virgo rising. I already mentioned Moon in Virgo. I'm going to go ahead and get into the oracles right here, right now, and then I'm going to take this into the extended, available on YouTube members' Patreon. Link is in the description box below. Someone is mad you prefer an open relationship here. I don't understand open relationships. I don't see what the point of that is. That, to me, that's basically friends with benefits. Like, what the fuck? That's friends with benefits. So somebody is mad that friends with benefits for you is a contradictory. It's contradictory. Okay, friends with benefits is a double standard. Friends with benefits is pretty much having your cake and eating it too, and that's just not working for you, and that's why you just went cold on the situation. You fell back, and it's just, you just iced out. Like, it's giving Ice King out Ice Queen. Your environment is just dead. You're giving dead ass energy here, and that's why they're mad. Yeah, they're mad that it says refusing to accept incompatibility. See what I'm saying? To me, astrologically speaking, this reminds me of oppositions. Oppositions are one of the same, but usually people don't like the opposite, right? And that's where the problem therein lies. How you not gonna like the opposite is like, that's universal law. That goes back to the Hierophant card with Sagittarius energy. Somebody needs to learn universal law. Some of you, Virgo, may be dealing with a Sagittarius actually, and this is also giving me a vibe where, Virgo, you may not be on this Sagittarius's level. Some might be out of your league, or, you know, it could be in the vice versa. I feel like you're dealing with a fire sign, but I am heavily getting Sagittarius energy. Somebody doesn't know something, but you do, or vice versa. Somebody's scared. Yeah, somebody ran out of patience. Let me tell you something. Sagittariuses don't have patience whatsoever. You're dealing with a fire sign. All fire signs lack patience. Got to be dealing with an Aries, Leo, or Sag, or these energies are influencing you or them. So it's giving earth and fire. Earth and fire, you already know. That's incompatible. Or maybe you don't know. So yeah, maybe you don't know. Or maybe they don't know. There's something about not knowing. Someone's mad you ghosted them, Virgo energy. It's kind of what I get with the Four of Swords. Somebody definitely wants to talk to you, going back to Leo's energy, but they want you to reach out. They want you to reach out, but they're the ones who did some type of experimentation here. This is like a vibe. Somebody expected you to jump off the bridge to prove your loyalty and trust. But when you did it, they left you. You literally just jumped off the bridge by your damn self here. Like, so this is someone who left you and watched you jump off the bridge when y'all made a pact to do it together. And now it's like they want you to come back and say something to them when they're the ones who left you. They're the ones who didn't do right. They're the ones who didn't do their part, pretty much. They didn't do their part in some way, and they still expect you to come through with the come through because their ego, I'm telling you right now. And also with Leo's reading with the ego, there was a lot of Pisces energy. Anytime Pisces ruled by Neptune and the ego, the sun, come together, this is a dissolvement of the ego. Somebody does not know who they are. And that's where this anxiety is kicking in at, because when it comes to you, like, that ego is just not going to work. Their ego, their will, they're not going to be able to dominate you, control you. They're not going to be able to have their way, in other words here. And also they don't have any power. They have no control, and that's exactly how they're trying to move. So it's like they feel like they're getting frustrated. Yeah, they're getting frustrated because they want you to reach out to them. They really want to be in your energy. They really want a second chance, or they really want to be around, whatever the case is, but they want you to initiate it because they're still operating in the ego, and it's just not happening. So the longer that you are, the longer, and then yeah, Pisces is your opposite. The longer the longer you're silent, the longer you don't talk to this person, I'm telling you, they're going fucking crazy. They are going crazy. They're going crazy. And they keep trying to put up a facade like they're indifferent, but I'm telling you, I saw it in the part 2 version. I saw what was going on behind closed doors. I felt it. I knew it. Somebody is losing their goddamn mind over you. Somebody is mad that their family doesn't like them. So somebody has family issues. That could also be what the Hierophant is here as well. I also was getting in the crow calls, they failed you. I was getting they failed you in Leo energy. Someone's family failed them. How they were raised, what they were taught, and things like that, they were failed. Their parents enabled them, shit like that. I was, it reminds me of, the other day it was snowing, and I went out to go, wipe my car down. And this single mom was out there, doing the same for her car. And she has this teenage son, like, he got a car and everything, but she's outside wiping down his car and shit. And I kept thinking to myself, like, that is a grown ass man, teenager. He's grown enough to have a car, probably grown enough to have sex. And yet here you are outside wiping his car down. You have failed that boy. That's what I mean by someone's family have failed them. What they have been taught, what they think is okay, whatever the case is, has failed them. And then here they are out into the world, dealing with you, dealing with other people, thinking that it's okay. And and that's why they're mad. Here's the desperate for attention. Same card that came out in Leo's reading. Somebody is very desperate for your attention, but that ego, I'm telling you right now, the ego, the longer you stay away from this person, the longer they're silent. They're losing their shit. They're not used to it. Again, they may have a mother who they try to play the little silent games with, and they would get what they want, little temper tantrums. They would always just get what they want. And it's like they're trying to carry that out with you, and it's just not working. They're losing their mind. What they have been taught to believe, to think this is how it's supposed to be. Oh, women or men are supposed to chase me. They're supposed to wipe down my car. They're supposed to do it. No, they got it all wrong. Somebody's going to learn today, and that's, I hate to say it, that's why they mad.